Hey everybody, it's Sam Utari here, and today I want to talk to you about the difference between hacked and bootlegged games, and also about my strange gold version experience. So, a hacked game is when someone goes into the program of a game, changes the game, and then you end up with stuff like Pokemon Brown. You end up with a completely new product that isn't an official Pokemon game. That is a hacked game. Hacked games are not limited to Pokepastas and etc., like some people believe, but yeah, so you get the gist of it. Now, bootlegged games, on the other hand, is when a game has been downloaded online, put into a cartridge, and then sold for profit, and basically it's piracy, is what it is. And and it's very illegal. So anyways, for my birthday in March, I was searching on eBay for some classic Pokemon games because I lost a lot of my old ones, and so I'm kind of recollecting the old ones as well as buying the ones I've never owned in the first place. And so anyways, I was searching online when I came across this very strange gold version, and you can see the image of what it looked like behind me. So anyways, so I was very intrigued by this gold version. And being the huge Pokepasta fan that I was, I decided I would buy it because I thought maybe it would be hacked. Now, at the same time, considering it was coming from Italy, I thought maybe it was just the Italian version of gold version. But later on, when I looked it up on images, I saw that the Italian version is the exact same. So this is a normal gold version. You know, there's my initials, beautiful, wonderful. So this is an actual gold version. It's all holographic, shiny, wonderful, yada, yada, yada. Then you have this thing. And everybody was like, oh my god, it's a fake, you're just posting something from Google. No, it is not a fake, it is real. The image that I am posting was the one that was on the actual eBay ad that was selling it. So yeah, so I figured that like this may be a hacked game, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get haunted or some shit, or some creepy stuff's gonna happen, and because if you've ever read a Pokepasta, usually it starts with some hacked game that was bought off of eBay or some shit. So yeah, so trying to make a long story short, I bought this game. 2 weeks later, it arrived at my house, or my flat in Noises, which I don't live there anymore. And I started playing it, and I was really disappointed. I thought it was going to be a hacked game, and it turns out it was not. It was a bootlegged game, and the thing that was interesting about it was that I'm thinking, like, usually when you bootleg a game and you download it, which, I mean, the only reason I know this is because I found out that my Ruby and Sapphire versions that looked official were not official and they were bootlegged. Usually when you buy a bootlegged version of something, it's exactly like the original copy with, like, minor differences. Like, with my Ruby and Sapphire, they look exactly like the real thing. The only difference is that whenever you're saving, it saves, like, instantly. And if you play for under, like, 5 minutes, and then you try and save, it'll say that the data's corrupted and you can't save, and then it'll say it's searching your external hard drive for the backup files, and there's none, and then the game pretty much crashes on you. So that's the only difference. That and you can't trade with other versions, which really sucks. But this bootlegged version, which I bought because I thought it was hacked, and I shouldn't have bought it anyways, because that's bad too. I actually thought it was the Italian version. But yeah, so playing this game, I found that the environment was a little different. Some things about the city looked different. Like some houses were in different places. Some people were in different places than what they would have. If you want to see the actual gameplay of this game, I have it, and I'll leave links to the videos in the description below. I would put them in here, but they're too long, and also they were recorded off my iPod, so I don't really have access to those files on my computer. So go ahead and check the description below if you want to see the actual gameplay. But, yeah, like, one girl said that her brother had gone to the Pokemon lab and was like, he wouldn't ask for a Pokemon, so he was just staring in the window, and then that's, of course, the red-haired boy, Giovanni's son, and so that was different, because that doesn't happen in the actual game, and there was just a few other things, like some people that weren't there. Now, the translations were also really bad, like, the English was really bad, and the clock setting and everything was pretty terrible. I don't even think you set your clock, I don't really remember, you might have. And like I said, just things in the game were just different. They were all just very different. But other than that, the city basically looked the same. The music was the same. And yeah, like Chikorita was called Chico. And so I kept the name because it was really funny. And my Mexican Chikorita. So yeah, and then Cyndaquil had a different name, and Totodile had a different name. So like I said, the translation's really bad. And I would think this was a normal bootlegged version, but during the gameplay it said something of you are using version 1.0 or something like that, which made me think that maybe this was a bootlegged version of maybe beta testing or something. So maybe someone that was beta testing released the information and then it got bootlegged and then you ended up with this. Because nowadays when people make bootlegged games, the cartridges and stuff usually look exactly like the actual product. And you can rarely tell the difference. There are some videos on there that'll tell you how to check to see if your game is real or not. Usually it has to do with checking the code on the inside and some other things. But yeah, usually people can find cartridges and make them look exactly like the real deal. And this one is so off from what it should be that it makes me think that maybe it really is a bootlegged version of the beta testing for Pokemon Gold. But this, of course, cannot be confirmed or denied, so yeah. Anyways, I've gone on long enough about this, but I was just letting you know that it wasn't hacked. I didn't get haunted, obviously, and I was just telling you because this is really strange. Like, you find games, not like that, but you find bootlegged games all the time, so this one was definitely unique. The only problem is that the game cannot save, which means whenever I saved, it was like, boop, it's saved. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I turned it off, turned it back on, and the game started over, which really sucks. And I'm wondering if maybe it's because this thing might not have a battery in it, maybe I need to replace the battery, or maybe the save function just doesn't work at all because it is a bootlegged version. And if it is a beta testing, you could not save in beta testing. So that's another reason why I think maybe it's a beta testing cartridge. A bootlegged version of the beta testing for Pokemon Gold. But anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to a video that I made a while back on my main channel about this strange gold version, just to kind of reaffirm what I said and just kind of show you what I used to do on YouTube. But yeah, hope you enjoyed my story of my strange gold version, and now you know it's not a fake.